For every UFC fighter adored by fans, there's another that everyone hates. Today we're diving into the most loved versus most hated fighters in UFC history, and some of the names on this list might surprise you. Let's start with Max Holloway. Max Holloway isn't just one of the most skilled strikers in UFC history, he's also one of the most humble. From the start of his career, Max carried himself like a champion long before he held the belt. Whether he was fighting Ilia Topuria or going 5 rounds of pure violence with Dustin Poirier, Max always respected his opponents. He talks with his hands, not with his mouth, and fans love that about him. But he's not just nice, he's historic. He holds the record for most strikes landed in UFC history by a mile. His demolition of Calvin Kattar. He even looked at the commentary team mid-round and shouted, "I'm the best boxer in the UFC." And when he wins, he celebrates like a respectful warrior. When he loses, he takes it like a man and lifts up his opponent. That's why Max isn't just loved, he's beloved. Now let's talk about one of the most hated fighters. Colby Covington didn't always have the spotlight. Early in his UFC career, he was just another guy winning and losing fights. No hype. He was on the verge of getting cut. Then everything changed in Brazil. After dominating Demian Maia, Colby grabbed the mic and called Brazil a dump. He called the crowd filthy animals.
I should have knocked him out. Brazil, you're a dump. All you filthy animals suck. I got one thing to say. Tyrell Woodley, I'm coming for you.
Overnight, he transformed from nobody to the most hated man in MMA. He went full villain, unfiltered trash talk that spared no one.
You weren't acting tough, were you?
No one cares about you, man.
Oh, you weren't acting
Get
tough
away,
backstage.
Flynn. Come talk to me, Junior.
That's what I thought, you Twitter thug.
He even took it so far and talked about Leon's dad.
No, I'm bringing you to 7th layer. Hell, we'll say what's up to your dad while we're there.
Oh!
But here's the question fans still argue over. Is Colby for real, or is it just an act? Some think it's genius, that he's playing a role to sell fights. Others think the cringe is too real to be fake. Either way, you can't ignore him because the chaos works. Next up, maybe the most wholesome fighter alive, Charles Oliveira. From being a poor kid in Brazil to UFC lightweight champion, Oliveira's story is the definition of perseverance. He's had a few recent losses like Ilia Topuria and Islam, but he never quit. Fans watched him evolve from submission specialist to elite striker, and through it all, he stayed humble. Charles isn't loud, he doesn't trash talk, he just fights like a savage and thanks God afterward. A fighter's fighter. That's why people love Do Bronx. There's Loud, and then there's Sean. He burns the line down and laughs while doing it. He says and tweets about whatever he feels like. Let's talk about that. Strickland's social media is a minefield. From crazy fight beef to reckless political hot takes. The guy tweets like he's trying to get banned on purpose.
And to answer your question about the little Chechen too, let's set the record straight.
He just shrugs it off, says he doesn't care, but there's a line between honesty and recklessness. And Strickland crosses it daily, but that's just one part of his bizarre personality. Because lately, he's not just fighting trained professionals, he's out here beating up YouTubers. Literally, he famously sparred and dominated content creator Sneeko, slapping him around in a viral video that had the internet in tears. Some love that he's raw and unfiltered. Others wish he'd disappear. But one thing's for sure, Sean Strickland is never boring. And now, the hardest to talk about, Jon Jones. On paper, the greatest fighter of all time. No one's done what Jon has done. Not at his age, not against his level of competition, but outside the cage. Arrests, drug tests, DUIs, canceled fights, and fake apologies.
Please talk to him.
How many guys you guys set up out there with you?
Don't worry about that, man. Were you the one driving the vehicle?
Fans respect the talent, but many can't forgive the man. And to make things worse, he just retired, literally ducking Tom Aspinall.
I'm not into gambling my legacy for what's exciting.
And John, if you're not into gambling your legacy, that to me sounds like you're scared of losing against me.
Nothing exposed this contradiction more than Daniel Cormier. Two completely opposite men. One a family man and Olympian. The other, the wildest talent MMA has ever seen. Their press conferences weren't just heated, it was personal. Jones and Cormier physically brawled in front of cameras. that's not all.
Jon, can you hear that, Jon?
The hate was real between these two guys. Some say Jon Jones is the GOAT, others says he is a clown. Khabib might be the most respected fighter in UFC history. 29 wins, 0 losses. His style wasn't built for flash, just pure pressure, suffocation, and domination. He mauled champions, broke their will, and made it look easy. But what truly made Khabib different? It wasn't just what he did in the cage, it was how he carried himself outside of it. No scandals and no clout chasing. He fought with purpose, for his faith and for his family. Even when Conor McGregor tried to drag him into the mud, disrespecting his religion and his family, Khabib didn't break.
My religion, he talked about my country, he talked about my father. He come to Brooklyn and he broke bus.
After all that, he still waited, flew to Vegas, and shut Conor down in the most violent, one-sided beating of his career. It didn't end there. Conor's team was still chatting shit.
Oh,
and now Khabib jumps the fence.
No.
Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis. Mayhem!
This wasn't an ordinary UFC fight. This was personal. After all the chaos came the iconic Khabib clip.
Come here, send me a message, like location, I'm gonna come, wherever you want, doesn't matter, Ireland, New York, Brooklyn or Moscow, doesn't matter.
After all that drama, Khabib returned, defended his belt 2 more times, and then, after the death of his father, he walked away, undefeated, undisputed, and unmatched. He left with honor and kept his word. And that's why, to this day, fans love and admire Khabib. From the trash talkers to the silent assassins, the UFC has given us every type of fighter. But whether you love them or hate them, these fighters make MMA what it is. Raw and emotional. Let us know in the comments. Who's your GOAT and who's your villain? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time,